Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Hainer, it looked also small, huh?
Yeah.
So if you don't guess, you're 204, right?
Yeah.
Marko, 195?
97.
97.
Now I shrink.
Ah, yes, growing.
So, herzlich willkommen. Schön, dass ihr so zahlreich gekommen seid. Yeah, due to the main person, we try to do the main part, especially in the beginning, in English. So, hi, Lucia. This is, as you see, this is a big moment for the club. I hope for you too.
Definitely. Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank to Mr. President and Marko, and I'm also thankful to all my teammates, coaching and team staff, and everybody who work in the organization. Since the day one when I joined the club, everybody accepted me the way I am, as I am, and I have enjoyed my time here so far, and I will definitely keep enjoying it in next couple of years. All the hard work that we put in together continues, and I'm really looking forward what future brings together with Bayern, and I appreciate all the trust and love that organization gave me, and I'm excited for the new challenges.
You mentioned the future. You came in 2016, now it's 2022. What happened and what might happen in the future? What happened in all these years? And what's your goal for the next 3?
I get old, I guess. I think not the older. I talk about it in some interviews a few months ago. Really, my first interview that I gave coming in this club was that everything what I talk with Marko in which direction club wanted to go was something that I wanted to to improve every year as a player, together with everybody here from organization, and looking back now 5 or 5.5 seasons, I think that's what we did together, me as a player, but also team, who really became a respectful European team, and that's the goal, that's the challenge, to keep going in this direction in upcoming seasons, and I'm really happy and proud to be part of it.
Last question from my side. What about your German now?
Yeah,
Year 7.
we talk about this already. I mean, it's definitely one thing that I'm not proud of, but talking about the new challenges, that's the one, that's the one that I also accepted, and will do my best. That's next press conference 2025. I hope not about my retirement, will be on German.
Thanks, Lucia. Mr. Heiner, the president is with us. Obviously, this is a great moment for the club. Tell us something about this signing.
First and foremost, I have to say that we are very happy that we could prolong the contract with Vladimir. I mean, he's one of the most outstanding players in Europe. There is no doubt. He has got a lot of rewards in the past, the MVP, etc. And he will be one of the key pillars for us in the future to fulfill our dreams. And I have said it already several times in interviews that our ambition and our goal is to establish Bayern basketball in the top of Europe. And I think we do everything we can On the one hand, infrastructure-wise, we are building the SAP garden together with Red Bull. We have just prolonged Marko's contract because he is one of the key pillars for our success in the future, and Vladimir is definitely the next one. We like how he's playing, but we even more like his personality and his ability to lead a team, to carry the team, and therefore we are quite happy when we could achieve his agreement that he will stay for 3 more years here, and maybe even longer. Depends on his German language.
Marko, I've been here for some years too now, but we never came out with that kind of news that early during the season. Is that a special case, or how went this re-signing?
Well, good morning first to everybody, and first of all, when I talk to Mr. Heiner, very seldom we talk about things that happened today. We almost never talk about things that happened yesterday. Mostly we talk about things that are going to happen tomorrow and in the future. And talking to Mr. Heiner, it was very clear that the first step, because today starts the preparation also for the next season and the next seasons, although obviously we are middle of the season. And it was without any discussion our wish that first thing we have to do, we have to make sure that the most important player for us stays here for a longer period of time, because obviously continuity for us is going to be the key in the next at least 3 seasons. So everything has been said. I think when you are part of one organization like Bayern Munich, and then one player who is basically, like Mr. Heiner says, and he is not underestimating one of the top 5 players in Europe, he decides to stay in your club, and plus everything that he has said in his statement, you know, your heart opens up, and it's a great motivation for us, for everybody, that Lucic decided to stay with us. The one thing that I want to add is that it's very important for us to work with people on the court and off the court in which you can rely in every moment. And Lucic has proven that although he might have the chance to choose other destinations, at this moment of the season he has chosen Bayern. This is also a great sign, not only for us, but also for the whole club, for the city of Munich, that things are happening here which are going to be for sure big. I'm very thankful for the support that we have received from Mr. Heiner, especially with Lucic. And I'm also thankful that Lucic has decided to further help us develop as an organization, because don't forget, when he came in 2016, also our club was in some kind of change, and the way he has developed as a player, simultaneously to this, the club has developed, and we are not going to stop this for sure. So again, thank you.
Mr. Heiner, you mentioned the re-signing from Marko as well. Obviously, basketball's importance in the club is growing and growing.
Absolutely. First and foremost, I think basketball fits extremely well to FC Bayern, and you know that when you're within FC Bayern, doesn't matter whether it's football or basketball, you want to win. And you want to be in the top. And as I said before, it's our goal not only to be number 1 in Germany, but also to be in the top European teams. And therefore, you need the right organization. You need definitely the right players. And as I said, with Vladimir, we will build a team around him that has definitely the ability in the midterm to be in the top of Europe. And this is our goal. And this is not only my goal, this is the goal of the whole club and everybody who works in the club, and of course, Marko included. And these are the first steps and more to come.
Thanks. That's so far from here. Now we are open for your questions, please. Who starts? There's a microphone. Martin Moritz, he's from DPA. Here.
We do it in English? Continue?
Yeah.
Okay. Question to Mr. Heiner and Marko. Do you plan to keep Vladimir after his active career in a new role?
You go ahead, you go.
First and foremost, I don't know what Vladimir's plans are, but to have somebody like him in your team is extremely valuable. Doesn't matter whether it will be as a player or in whatever function he will be afterwards, because he knows so much about basketball, and this know-how and experience he has gained in his career is extremely valuable. So it's a little bit too early to speculate already today, but to have him within the Bayern basketball team is a great asset.
This is a pretty sensitive topic between me and Lucic, so no. Yeah, because he's with one eye he is looking at my position. This is his joke all the time. No, what I wanted to say is I don't know what how
I like competition.
Yes, for sure. Me too. Me too. First of all, Lucha has to play at least 3 more seasons, and then he will decide where his path will go. But with my experience in this club now for almost 11 years, I think it's very important not to keep former players just to keep former players. I think it's very important for this club, and this is also visible in the soccer department, that people who stay and work for this club after their career, they should know the club. And they should know how the club functions, what it means to the people, and what kind of role it plays in our environment that we live every day, especially in Munich. So for him, when you look at him during the game, especially not while he plays, but also when he's on the bench, the way he supports the coaching staff and the team, this is what people don't maybe pay attention to. I think that he has all the tools. It's going to be his decision how long he's going to play, but first of all, we will enjoy him playing at least for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So what was necessary to convince Lucha to stay here? I guess there were other big clubs who wanted him, and yeah, what did he do?
No, first of all, I think it is no secret that in the last 2 summers, I have received many calls from clubs who wanted to have Lucic, and every time when somebody approached me, I always said the player never called me. So as long as the player does not call me, there is no interest, and Lucha never called me. Okay, so what I believe is that obviously he sees something in us, like he said in his statement. He identifies with what we do. Also, I believe that he learned that he can rely on us, and he is part of a development of one organization where this role he probably can't have in any other club. So I believe that that this is my perspective on this. But to be honest, we did not really negotiate too long. This was very.
I guess he's the best to answer.
Yeah, but
Convinced him.
but I did not convince him. He said that he wants to stay. So better ask Lucha. Mr. Heiner is right.
What he believes.
Honestly, I just try to look bigger picture out of it. You know, when I put everything on a paper, what can I get or what can I lose in this point of career? Having the family here, it's not just my individual decision. You know, I was thinking about all the positive things that I have here as a professional, as a basketball player, but also, you know, seeing my both daughters growing up in the city of Munich, having everything as a family what we need, being happy. It's also one of the things that was really important for me to make this decision, and I'm sure that I made the right one.
Ich wollte auf Deutsch mal die Gründe dafür wissen, warum Wladimir Lucic so wichtig ist für den Club und was Sie noch vorhaben in den nächsten Jahren. Bitte an Herrn Heiner und Herrn Pesic.
Ich denke, warum ist Lucic wichtig für uns? Ich glaube, dass er mit seiner Entwicklung, die er in den letzten Jahren genommen hat, vor allem in den letzten 2 Jahren ganz klar gezeigt hat, dass es auf seiner Position sowieso für uns keinen besseren Spieler in Europa gibt. Ich glaube, das steht außer Frage, das wissen alle. Aber wie ich schon gesagt habe, wir brauchen Spieler und wir brauchen Personen im Verein, auf die man sich 100% verlassen kann. Vor allem, wenn Sachen schwer werden. Es gab viele schwierige Situationen, vor allem in den letzten 2 Jahren. Und Lucic war immer da, wenn man ihn gebraucht hat. Nicht nur auf dem Spielfeld, sondern auch abseits des Spielfeldes. Und es ist schwer heutzutage Leute zu finden, die diese Charakteristiken tatsächlich auch nicht nur sagen, dass sie haben, sondern die vorleben. Und er ist einer, der nicht so viel redet, sondern eher mit einem guten Beispiel vorangeht. Und deshalb gibt es für uns auch keinen Grund, irgendwie anders zu schauen, wenn er bereit ist zu bleiben. Und das ist, wie gesagt, Herr Heiner hat gesagt, das ist ein No-Brainer. Und das Wichtige war, dass er unbedingt wollte und nicht nur wir wollten, und deswegen hat es auch so schnell gepasst.
Vielleicht noch eins hinzuzufügen. Ich glaube, dass es viele gute Basketballer gibt in Deutschland und in Europa. Aber um wirklich ganz vorne in die Spitze zu kommen, braucht man Basketballer, die auch eine große Persönlichkeit haben und Leader sind. Und das braucht jedes Team. Und das ist, was er verkörpert. Er ist nicht nur ein exzellenter Basketballer, sondern auch wirklich ein Leader. Die jungen Spieler schauen auf zu ihm. Er kann ein Team begeistern, er kann die mitreißen. Wir haben das so oft gesehen, wenn er zum Schluss reinkommt, dann kann er nochmal ein Spiel entscheiden durch seine eigenen Aktionen, aber auch wie er seine Mitspieler motiviert und pusht. Und diese beiden Eigenschaften, ein riesen Basketballer zu sein und ein Leader und eine große Persönlichkeit, das findet man nicht so oft und das verkörpert er exzellent.
Thank you. Congratulations. I was about to say it seems like you don't need to learn German, but I guess you have to though. Question to Marko, Christoph Leischwitz from SZ. You made your extension public last week. Now we already heard this. It was pretty early in the season for publication like this. So are we right now at the beginning of even more or more impressive extensions, because you obviously want to send a statement as early as possible?
Ja, also wie ich schon gesagt habe, wir sitzen mit Herrn Heiner sehr oft zusammen und wir sind ja schon mitten in der Planung für die neue Saison. Und ich bin mir sicher, dass wir ein Ziel haben. Wir wollen den Kern der Mannschaft sicherlich langfristig zusammenhalten und wollen uns punktuell verbessern. Um das zu tun, muss man natürlich die wichtigsten Säulen der Mannschaft, hätte ich auf Englisch antworten sollen?
Passt schon.
Ah,
Mach
passt schon.
fertig.
Wir müssen erstmal die wichtigsten Säulen der Mannschaft zusammenhalten. Das ist in erster Linie Lucic, und wir werden sicherlich weiterhin gucken, dass wir da eine gute Mischung finden, weil wir haben wirklich eine Mannschaft, die jetzt, man sieht an einer schwierigen Situation am Anfang der Saison, wenn die Mannschaft sich nicht gut kennen würde, dann ist es schwer, so solchen Problemen rauszukommen. Und deswegen ist diese Kontinuität in der Mannschaft sicherlich ein wichtiger Bestandteil. Werden wir morgen jemanden veröffentlichen? Nein. Haben wir einen Plan? Ja. Aber geduldet euch ein bisschen. Also ein bisschen Geduld, aber wir werden jetzt nicht täglich Veröffentlichungen machen, aber wir haben einen Plan, das ist ganz klar.
Gibt es noch weitere Fragen, bevor die Teilnehmer sicher noch für Einzelinterviews später zur Verfügung stehen?
Erlauben Sie mir ausnahmsweise eine Fußballfrage.
Werden wir das nachher machen? Wir machen jetzt hier gerade
Okay.
Basketball. Herr Heiner ist noch einen Moment da.
Wollen wir bestimmt nicht Süden.
Nein.
Yeah, Vladimir, Marko mentioned your role, your important role. How important is this role to be a franchise player here at Bayern? This opportunity to be this franchise player here, what you maybe not have at another club. How important is that role for you?
It's definitely important, but honestly, I don't look myself in this way, you know, just trying to improve myself as a basketball player, as a person every day, and do the things that I do the best. So it's definitely nice to hear the things like this about being a franchise player, and thank you for all the kind words that Mr. President and Marko said, but I really just want to be focused on my game and doing the things that I did in the past.
Martin?
Since you're 32 years old, that's quite a number for a basketballer, I would say. Do you feel somehow that you're getting older?
More experience.
Yeah, honestly, so far, not really, you know. I talk already many times with my teammates or friends who are not involved in basketball, but I really feel better now than I felt 7-8 years ago. So you never know what future will bring and how I'm gonna wake up the next morning, but so far I'm feeling pretty good, and I hope it will stay like this.
We also asked the coach last week, but I was wondering where you see the team right now. Do you think you already are a playoff team? You're very close in the table, and how important is it for you to reach the playoffs in the current season?
It's hard. It's definitely really hard, especially when you see the teams that are in this moment under us on a scoring board, and it's hard to make any type of calculation in this moment. A lot of teams postponed the games during the COVID situation, and in a schedule like this, it's not always the most important things, the quality of one or another team. I think the good thing is that in the last month, let's say, we really raised the level of our, first of all, defensive part, but also offensive, and I think we are on a good way to do something good in the EuroLeague also this year. Definitely motivation for us to try to repeat the success from the last season, and that's the quality of coaching staff, but the team also, that the mindset up is to compete, to be competitive in every game, and try to win every game, no matter who is on the opposite side.
Dann sind wir, glaube ich, durch. Ich glaube, die 3 Personen, die hier sind, stehen euch noch zur Verfügung jetzt für Einzelgespräche. Vielen Dank fürs Kommen, schon mal von hier. Wäre jetzt hier. Ja. Bitte auch die Abstände einzuhalten. Nicht wenige Leute sind. Wladimir.